This video is just going to be a quick review on the Chiappa model 1911-22. Chiappa is an Italian firearms manufacturer. They specialize in like training weapons and like replica weapons and as such. This one's obviously based off the 1911. They got a headquarters based in Dayton, Ohio, which is right up the road from me. This particular model is a tactical model. What makes it tactical, I guess, it's got a skeletonized trigger. It's got an adjustable rear sight, and the barrel is threaded. We'll get a close-up of it here real quick. And it's actually got walnut grips, which surprised me. Well, they're wood grips. I'm not sure if they're walnut or not, but they are real wood grips. That's a fake compensator. Comes with 2 magazines. The base of this gun is to model the 1911. And weight, size, dimensions. I guess some of the parts on here are exact replicas of a 1911. I mean, their specs are the exact same. This actually has what's called a soft recoil spring in it, which mimics. It doesn't mimic the recoil of a 45. This is a 22, but what it does is it takes you a little off target, like a 45 would shooting it. So you kind of get that training when you're shooting a 45. You know, it's going to pop off the target. With a 22, you can pretty much stay on, but with the soft return spring on this, it's supposed to take you off target. I've only put about 20 rounds through this because when I got this, actually as I was buying it, the rear sight broke off. It's plastic. And so I ordered a new one from the factory. And while I was waiting, I went ahead and shot it, so I can't really tell you how accurate it is. It shot pretty good. I had a stovepipe, failed to reject, pretty much every magazine. I only put a couple magazines to it. Like I said, it's got the threaded barrel. On with the bad of this, I like the concept of this. When I called the company to get the rear sight, they told me to send the old broken one in and they'd cover it under warranty, you know, which was fine. I told them I'd pay for it because I bought it used. They said they'd go ahead and cover it under warranty. So I sent them the old part. I waited a couple weeks, nothing. Called him back. He said he never got the part, but he'd go ahead and send me a new sight. I'm like, okay. I waited a couple more weeks. Called him up, left a message, called me back. They never called me back. Called him up again. They told me they had sent it out already, and then he had hung up on me. They don't have my address, so I called him back. I'm like, you need my address, and he's like, no, with your message to call they gave that to me. I never gave it to him, so it was a flat out lie. Waited a couple more weeks. I knew it wasn't coming. Called him back up, asked them if they'd sent it out yet, and they told me they sent it out yesterday, the day before. So I asked him what address they sent it to. He said he didn't have that information right now. Never came, of course. So I went through a couple distributors of theirs to see if I could just buy one, because I didn't want to deal with Chiappa anymore. This is the place in Dayton. All of them referred me back to the factory in Dayton, so I had to utilize them. So I called and I talked to a Phil Sr. up there. I don't want to mention anybody else's name, the people who flat out lied to me. And he said that I told him I wanted to buy one. He said he'd cover under warranty. I told him, no, that's fine. I'd rather buy one. And he's like, no, I'll send you a free one under warranty. I was like, I tried that. I've been waiting over 2 months. And I'd just like to buy one. It's not that expensive. So he went and ordered me one. And I told him about basically how the customer service is there. He looked it up on his computer, and one never was ordered for me. So that's a major turn off for me with customer service. So I'm probably gonna trade this in or sell it. But as far as the functionality of the gun, it's a pretty neat concept, and it's a shame I had problems with them because they are also making an M9 now, and they're making M1 also rifle, both 22s. That'd be really neat to have with this. But like I said, I'm getting rid of this. And actually handling this and shooting everything, it does mimic a 1911. I was impressed. It's a great concept. The plastic sights, they must have a lot of problem with them because they know as soon as you call, if you ask for a sight, what happened to it. The finish isn't all that great on it, but I mean, they're a pretty inexpensive gun. Like I said, great concept. You get the feel of a 1911, and with that soft recoil or that soft return spring, you do get knocked off target a little bit. If I don't trade this in within the next few days, I'll do a video on the disassembly of it, and we'll even do I looked on YouTube. There's no videos on disassembly of the frame, so we'll do that. Like I said, that's if I don't get rid of it in the next couple days. That is it. Thanks for watching, and let me leave any comments if you guys have any experience with the Chiappa or their customer service. Thanks.